The nonprofit America Saves, encouraging people to do a gut check on their finances and saving behaviors. Joining us now to talk about how we can save money, reduce debt, create better financial habits, Chantel Bonneau Stewart, a wealth management advisor with Northwestern Mutual. Thanks so much for joining us, Chantel. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Boy, stocks, money, savings, a lot of discussions right now for you folks, right?
Always,
Yeah.
always.
Talk a little bit about the back and forth. It seems like every time we update people on the Dow or the NASDAQ, it's up, it's down, it's over here, it's dropped a lot, it's coming back. What are people reaching out to you saying right now, and how are you reassuring them?
Well, volatility, I think, is the key word we're going to hear over and over again. That's maybe the only consistency, right, that we're hearing when it comes to the markets. Clients are reaching out right now saying, I think I know what you're going to say, but I just need to hear you say it. What is going on? Is this scary? Do I need to change course, change plan? And what I'm telling people is the fundamentals in the financial world work, and we need to pay attention to those in good times and more shaky ground, like we're in perhaps right now. And it's really an opportunity for us to remind our clients that it is really important to prioritize time horizon, goals, appropriate level of risk. When things are really good, nobody asks any
no
questions.
one's calling you. Phones aren't ringing off the hook when things are going great.
Or I have to really push people to think through if they need to rebalance. Do we need to reduce risk? Are we overexposed because the market's gone up in one asset class? And is there proactive work to be done? So this is a good reminder that you need to pay attention to those fundamentals.
If there's someone that's maybe not as involved in the stock market, maybe they're a little younger and they're like, look, I just want some advice on a savings account. You know, I want to get my nest egg started here. What are some tips you have for them?
Absolutely. So saving, building a nest egg is paramount in all market conditions because financial security gives people so much freedom and lower stress in so many ways. So the first thing to do is start with what is your actual goal. Are we saving for an emergency fund, which is great, right? It's important to have money because things happen. Health issues, car breaks down, job loss. So an emergency fund is a really important first place to start. Everyone is different, but most people would say somewhere 3-6 months, depending on your job and your needs. So building those reserves and really looking at your budget on where is there an opportunity to save on a regular basis. Where can you cut down? Many people get overexcited. They build a whole spreadsheet and then they lose steam after a day or two. But there tends to be 1 or 2 areas that you really can look and maybe reduce your spending and make some real progress in what you can save.
What are some of the mistakes people make when they are going to save? They set aside the money, but then they're like, ooh, I didn't do that right.
So number one is sometimes I'll see people saving or hoarding cash, but they're paying 30% interest on credit cards.
Ooh, yeah, we don't want to do that.
So it's always a balance. You need to know your situation, but if you have maybe more cash than you need, does it make sense to get rid of some of that high interest? And then you could always, repurpose that if you need to later. Or you're saving and maybe you're not even taking advantage of a higher yield savings account.
Okay, yeah, because there's so many different types of accounts out there.
Yeah, and many people for the last 10 or 15 years are not used to seeing any interest in any of their accounts. And today is not that way. So there might be an opportunity to get a couple percent, and that can be helpful. Don't forget you will owe taxes.
That's right, yes.
Don't be surprised.
That's a guarantee. There's not a lot of guarantees in life. That's one of them.
Correct. We're seeing that today. People had a lot of money in high yield savings accounts or CDs, and then they're baffled when they owe taxes on that. They know it, but they forgot that was going to be something.
And always check in with your financial advisor. Or if you don't have one, it might be time to start interviewing, looking for one, right?
All these changes, whether it is having a savings account, building goals, or navigating a lot of market volatility, it's equal psychology as it is math. So making sure you have a partner that can help you think through these things and stay the course and really navigate your emotional response.
That's right.
A big piece
You've been kind of a therapist lately too, haven't you?
Correct.
You've worn a lot of hats. All right. Hey, to learn more about America Saves Week, you can go to americasavesweek.org. And for help on savings goals and financial toolkits, a lot of information for you there. I'm glad they have this week, kind of an eye-opener for us and a reminder to get our finances in order. If people want to learn more about your services at Northwestern Mutual, Chantel, where can they go?
You can find me online, Google my name or chantel-bonneau.com.
All right.
And appreciate it.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.